award-winning product. We have the final 2,500 for the year. We have sold, in terms of the wet brushes, and you guys, everyone knows what a wet brush is. They are the best when it comes to just gliding through your hair and not pulling and tugging. We have sold over 33,000. We have 2,500 left, maybe 2,600 left. Yesterday, we had these in our Saturday morning show. 3,200 sold in yesterday's early morning show. So to share that we've got 2,500 left makes me very sad, but it also makes me say, hurry to get this amazing customer pick in a 4-brush set for $19.95. That is the lowest price we've ever done. Ever. I ordered 3 sets last weekend. I feel guilty now because they're gonna be selling out. I ordered 3, so I have 12 brushes to give for the holidays, and I already know who's getting them. Angie Lee is joining us for, I think, the last time.
Oh my goodness.
With the wet brushes.
Hi, it's like bittersweet. It's been such a fun run this year. What an amazing collection. What you guys see, of course, in this beautifully boxed set with the bow is exactly how it's going to come to you. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful gift, or 4 absolutely beautiful gifts. You're right, we've never done this before. In the years and years of history of doing this holiday bundle, we've never done something so extraordinary as far as the value. We're also giving you 4 full-size brushes. So there's no minis in here, these are all full-size, my friends. And then of course, we're doing some really great new designs and prints that we did exclusively for HSN. And probably my favorite part, I have to say, Callie, is for the first time ever, we've included what has become my absolute favorite brush, and that is the Speed Dry. We'll go over why that's so different and unique. It's essentially like purchasing 2 brushes and getting 2 free. So you couldn't beat a better value. And I will tell you, this is it.
It is.
This is it.
We're gonna probably have to start counting backwards, which is never a good sign for you. I don't want you to think this is, we can't get more before the holidays. It's like a little more than 2 weeks away. There's no chance. And they'll still get there for you to give as gifts. If you wanna give all 4 like this is how they come packaged. Or if you wanna separate them out, which is what I'm gonna do.
I love doing that.
I do too. I mean, everybody goes, oh my gosh, it's a wet brush. It's crazy that we're doing 4 for $19.95. But we are. I think 1 is like $12 or $13. So you're getting the second one at a discount and the other 2 completely for free.
And they're absolutely gorgeous. You just cannot go wrong with it. But you know, honest to goodness, it's like, what is the big deal about wet brush? So many people say to me, how can you get so excited about a hairbrush, Angie? But I will tell you, well, number 1, I have a lot of hair. So of course, you know, I brush my hair multiple times a day. But the problem was I was noticing so much breakage. I had so many split ends. I was losing hair. Gobs of hair were in my hairbrush. Not anymore. Thanks to this right here. It is a patented design. It is only by Wet Brush, and it's called IntelliFlex. Please don't be fooled by imposters out there. You want to make sure that you're always looking for that Wet Brush logo. It's the real deal, because these bristles, Callie, were made to go through every single type of hair, wet or dry.
Well, let's show this, because Kenya's got some gorgeous locks, but there's a lot of them. They're very curly.
She'll never get through her hair with that ordinary brush, but look at this, boom. It's like a hot knife through butter. I love it every single time.
I do too.
I love it because her hair is curly. It is coarse. It's extraordinarily thick. Just so happens to be soaking wet right now. It doesn't matter if your hair is wet or dry. Your hair could be very thick and coarse like Kenya's, or it could be very fine and thin. Look at that. See how the bristles flex? They're literally work in unison with your hair. So I love, love, love the fact that this brush is actually now #1 in over 70 countries around the globe. And really, truly, I think that the testament to it, not only that they're absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, but they actually are proven to minimize the breakage up to 45%.
So you know what that means? You've got more hair on your head,
yes,
less hair in the brush,
yes,
or less hair on the ground. Because I think we all know that our hair, it doesn't stay thick and gorgeous long unless you're
Right.
doing something right.
Exactly.
And that's why this is the right brush. If you've got, I always think of somebody with daughters, and if you've got the little ones that are running away from you when it's time to brush their hair before going to school or whatever, this is the answer. It really is. Now I'm different than a lot because I've got shorter hair, but my boyfriend's got really long hair, and my
Right.
son has really long hair. And Tristan's hair is super thick. This is the only thing
The
either
only
of
thing.
them use.
Yes.
100%.
Guys love it, girls love it, kids really love it because it doesn't hurt. It goes right through the tangles like nobody's business. Moms and dads out there, you're gonna save yourself a ton of time in the morning when you're trying to get the kiddos out the door because it just is so fast. Now, this brush we briefly spoke about. I love this brush. It's become one of my favorite brushes, the Speed Dry. The Speed Dry brush does have the IntelliFlex, but it also is heat protected. So now I can go right up under my blow dryer. The open ventilation is key because now I can dry my hair 50% faster. Well, what that essentially means is better hair health. Why? Because you're getting 50% less heat damage. So now maybe you don't blow dry your hair and you're like, oh, I always air dry. Don't worry. These are great for the shower. With the open ventilation, you don't get the water trapped in. So take a look once again. Kenya, by the way, has already brushed her hair with the wet brush. She's going back in for a second time
No kidding.
with that ordinary brush and it still won't go through.
Do that one more time if you don't mind, Kenya, just because that is, I
Is
didn't
that
know
not
that.
crazy?
This is the other brush that will not, that's wild.
This is why people say wet brush is literally like magic and it really is. Boom.
I mean,
I know, it's so crazy. I'm telling you, you know if you already love your wet brushes, but if you've never experienced wet brush, please get this and try it because once you switch, you're never ever going back to that old fuddy-duddy brush that you have on your vanity right now that's gobbed up with all your hair that you wish was back on your head. You're not gonna be cleaning brushes out like crazy. Now, I know these are going so fast. I just wanna remind you guys, we only do this here and we only do it once a year. It even comes with the bow. We kept it very neutral this year, which I love because guess what? This is your moment to stock up for the year. Don't just think holidays. I know the holidays are here, but guess what? I've got 3 birthdays in January, okay?
There you go.
Mom's Day, bridal parties, everything you can think of. You can break these up and gift.
absolutely. Great stocking stuffers. They come individually boxed in the bigger box. And I love these colors. You can see one is kind of a gray. It's like a really cool.
That's a brand new brush.
It's really pretty.
Yes, it's almost like, it reminds me either like snowflakes or kind of almost like a chantilly lace.
Yeah.
The bristles on that brush, by the way, too, are brand new and they're
look how pretty.
translucent. So if you haven't experienced this brush yet, look how gorgeous that is.
Oh my, there it is.
Yes,
so that's
love
one.
it.
You're getting one that's like a really fun pink and peachy sparkly one. There's one that's kind of like a marbly kind one. And then the solid one, which is that speed dryer. All 4 brushes at $19.95. So we have past 24,000.
Wow.
We need to put a clock on the screen because we are gonna start counting backwards. When I came out on the air, I knew we had sold I took a note, 23,000. Now we just passed 24,000. So we've got about 2,000 left. There are hundreds of people on the phones right now ordering. We're not limiting 1 4-brush set per customer either. I literally 2 weeks ago did order 3 sets. So I've got 12 brushes. I do feel bad because these are going to sell out before in this area.
Don't feel bad because people are ordering 2 and 3 of these. I mean, we're smart shoppers. We know a great value when we see one. You can't get this pricing anywhere out there anywhere.
No, I'm giving one to my sister-in-law, both of my nieces. I'm giving one to Tracy, one to Tristan, and several other people shall remain nameless because the other one is my co-host.
Well, you know what I love too? I love that you can get really creative with this. So I love to make beauty gifts. Of course, I've been in this beauty business for over 2 decades. Beauty and self-care are like my mojo. It drives me. I love to make people feel their most beautiful, their most confident, and we want to save our hair, ladies. We know it's like our crown and glory. I will tell you this year, turning 48, big changes in my hair. Big changes. I noticed the dryness starting. I noticed that it's, becoming like more fragile, more brittle. I want to protect my hair. Something as simple as changing your hairbrush. Think about it. It's, you know, you could do a conditioning treatment once a week or go get your hair done once every, 8 weeks, but you brush your hair multiple times a day. When your hair is wet, it's even more vulnerable. Imagine taking a hairbrush through your hair, wet or dry, knowing that you are minimizing that breakage, you're leaving your hair on your head, and it feels good.
It does.
Oh, if you have extensions or wigs, this is a no-brainer. Oh, they sell this, one of the #1 brushes that they sell in wig shops.
No kidding.
Yes.
Actually, it really makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because it's just gentle, it glides, it doesn't pull, it doesn't tug, it doesn't break the ends of your hair. I mean, not many of us have just like, a glide through kind of hair. I mean, certainly Kenya has dealt with this her whole life through gorgeous, thick, curly hair, wavy hair. But until a wet brush came along, I bet that was not so much fun.
Do you know that it was actually invented by a parent who was getting their daughters ready for school each and every day, struggling because the kiddos are always running away, right? Hey, we were those kiddos. We ran from our moms. We were like, she got out the hairbrush and you were 3 miles down the block. I mean, you were just like, bye. I know I was. And you didn't want to sit still. Give them their own wet brush. If you've got any teens or tweens on your list, believe me, they know what wet brush is. Grandma, you're going to give this gift. They're going to open it and they're going to say, oh, you didn't get me one wet brush. You got me the wet brush collection. You're going to be the rock star gift giver.
Well, they're the best. I mean, honestly, in my house, we've got wet brushes downstairs in the bathroom, upstairs in the bathroom. Tracy keeps one in his truck. I keep one in my purse. I mean, that's why I love that it's multiple brushes. And if you find wet brushes in stores, there are imposters out there. It does need to say wet brush.
Yes.
And they are in beauty stores everywhere, all over the globe.
Well, everybody wants to be a wet brush.
That's true.
They do.
But not anybody is besides wet brush.
No.
That's why I really do. I mean, you can see 1,600 left. I think we've got 700 people on the phones.
Wow.
So at this point, I'm sending out, it's potentially your last chance to get the wet brushes at all for the rest of the year.
We were supposed to be here through the end of next week. It's not gonna make it. I'm just letting you know right now. I know some of the numbers we have, but I will tell you when we started on this holiday bundle here at HSN, we started with 76,000 sets of brushes.
And we have 1,500 left.
This is it, my friends. I'm telling you guys, know a good thing when you see it. You're smart shoppers, and guess what? If you love your wet brushes and you're like me, okay, I have like so many. Obviously, I've been with wet brush for like 7 or 8 years, but it never fails, Callie. I will be in my bathroom getting ready to brush my hair. Do you think I can find one brush? No,
because you've got 2 daughters.
Legs. I've got 2 daughters. I've got a son. He loves it too. They get legs. They give them to their friends. Their friends come over and say, hey, I heard your mom's like the wet brush lady. Can I get some of those wet brushes? I love it though, and they love it. And I'm telling you, everybody you gift this to, well, the hardest part's gonna be deciding what to keep and what to give.
Well, that's why I get multiples, because that's why I got 12. Because I'm gonna keep a couple, I'm gonna give a couple. I did. They're literally on my dining table right now. And they come each one in separate boxes. Yeah. So thank you for your orders, 839704. Read reviews, it's a customer pick, and consistently been a beauty award winner here for I think 4 years in a row, if not longer. There's a reason. It's awesome.
Congratulations to all of you that picked it up. I'm so excited for you if you got in time. Thank you, Callie.
Absolutely.
I love seeing you. I love working with you.
Me too, you.
You guys have a very happy holiday season.
All right, we're gonna share with you more on the other side of these words because electronics are the #1 best gift to give for the holidays, and we've got a